Hello, I'm Tim Getch, founder and CEO of checkoutmycards.com and the new COMC.com. There's so much stuff going on here, so I'm just going to hit on a few of the main points. First off, I want to give a quick update on what's going on in Canada. We're hoping to get that finalized within the next couple days so that we have an address where everybody in Canada can ship items that they want to sell, and then we'll facilitate processing them, storing them, and you don't have to worry about trying to ship them across the border. We'll take care of all that. It's on track. We're actually sending a team of 3 people to the Toronto Expo, which is this weekend. Go take advantage of the specials that we have there. We'll do free shipping. Just drop them off there. We're actually doing a 20-cent service. We'll get your stuff on the site by the end of the year. Drop it off at the booth. We'll take care of you. Also, I wanted to talk about some of the features that we've just added. It's been about a month since my last video, and a lot of stuff has changed. If you've been following COMC.com, we've done a few different iterations of the website. We're going to continue to make more iterations of the website, so the design is changing. The biggest feature just launched a few days ago. That's the ability to search by game use, autograph, rookie card, serial number card. We'll add more stuff to it, but you get a chance to do a lot more filtering than you could do before. It was about a month ago that we launched teams, being able to search by Minnesota Twins or Brewers or whatever your favorite team is. We're continuing to enhance the search experience. The big thing that I want to focus on today, condition review. We mentioned in previous blog posts that we're getting rid of condition note feed, and we're actually trying to eliminate as much as possible the condition notes themselves. In order to do that, what we've decided to do is what we're calling a condition review. It's a quicker process than the detailed condition notes that we did before, so we're able to provide this for free on the vintage cards. We're not charging anything. We still may do some condition notes if we have to describe some stuff, but we'll absorb the cost on that. Some people suggested that we use the industry standard condition terminology like near mint, EX, VG. We're staying a little bit away from that, and we're going to go in that direction. I'll talk about that in a minute. But the thing that we're doing for free is just putting things into a few buckets. Today, almost all the cards, especially for vintage, where we've got 20 or 30 cards, but they're in a variety of conditions, they're all lumped into one bucket. And we have a lot of cards where maybe the book value is $100, and if you're looking at the site, it says you can get the card for $10. But when you go look inside the details and you see the 20 cards available, the one that's $10 is totally hammered. And we really want to separate that out so that people can see similar quality, similar condition of cards. So we're going to, for free, put things into 4 different buckets. So the first bucket is the bucket that we have today, which is basically we make no claims about the condition. The other 3 buckets are going to be lower quality buckets. So we're going to have the poor condition cards, stuff that is obviously hammered. We're going to put that in the poor condition bucket. We're going to go one step up from that, and we'll have the next bucket we're calling not good condition. This is basically stuff that's fair in maybe borderline poor fair. Then we'll go another step up from that, and we'll have another bucket called not excellent. And this is basically anything we don't think would achieve an excellent condition. So it could be VG, it could be VGEX, it could be good. Basically, we just don't think it's going to get an excellent review. If it's excellent or better, we aren't going to do the quick condition review that we do with this stuff. We'll add a new feature to the site where people can request us to do a detailed condition review, and then we'll actually go take a careful look at the card, have a couple people look at it, figure out, okay, this is a near mint card, this is a EX card, and we'll do the detailed specific condition. But for now, the free thing that you get as part of the processing is just splitting it up into those buckets. There's a couple reasons why we're doing that. We are getting a lot of stuff listed on Amazon, And the way Amazon does their condition notes and the way they separate things out has caused a lot of stuff to get onto Amazon where people think they're getting a good condition card and actually at a really good price, and then they get it and it's a poor condition card, and then they return it to us and it's been weeks since the seller got paid, and we end up just absorbing those costs. We can't continue to absorb those losses. In the past, we didn't get anywhere near that for returns because on our site, people get to see the image. On Amazon, it's not quite as good of an experience. Sometimes Amazon collapses things into the same listing, so you don't even get to see the actual image of the card you're going to get. The cards that we split into these buckets, one of the new features that we've done is we've integrated Beckett's conditional prices and graded prices. So instead of having all these vintage cards, like people today can send us a whole bunch of hammered vintage cards and it looks like they have a huge book value, but they're all hammered cards. It's not actually that significant of a book value. Instead of relying on people to look at the picture of the card and then go to the book value and say, okay, from cards in the 50s, card in this condition is really only worth a quarter of the book value, we do that for you. So we put it in the corresponding buckets, and the buckets are hooked up to Beckett's condition-sensitive pricing. So as a seller, when you get cards on the site, instead of seeing this huge book value and you got to do all the work to figure out what a fair price is, we're going to kind of coach you as to what a more fair price is. All of those prices are now hooked up to the website. That also included, like I said, the graded pricing. Before, a lot of the graded cards just said NA for book value, but Beckett has book value. One thing to keep a note on the Beckett value for condition-sensitive prices and graded pricing is it's actually closer to the market value than the generic range that they normally offer. So a lot of times people think, oh, if I want to sell anything, I got to charge half book. When something has the condition-sensitive pricing or the graded pricing, like I said, that's closer to actual market value, so you don't need to discount that heavily. I just want to give you an update on that. We've also tweaked how the condition is displayed on the website, so you'll notice that's a little bit different. Book value, if it's showing a condition-sensitive price, it doesn't just say BV for book value and then the corresponding price. It'll say something like near mint BV. So it's the near mint book value, or mint 9 book value, which means that it's for a card that's graded a 9, that's the corresponding book value. You'll notice on the site, sometimes for certain grading companies, they may have a 9, but we list it as an 8.5 because it's not as well known of a grading company. Generally, Beckett, SGC, PSA, they have a straightforward rating, and so it lines up cleanly. All that stuff is now live on the site. We're in the process of doing a condition review that is going to take us probably a couple months. We've done it now for a few days, and we're starting with the most expensive vintage cards. Every day we're going to kind of lower that threshold, keep bumping that down to get more and more of the vintage cards separated out into these buckets with corresponding more accurate book prices. The book prices that you're going to see on vintage cards for not excellent condition review is actually the VGEX price. So you'll notice that if you see anything not excellent, it's going to show the price of VGEX. If you look at the not good, it's going to show you the fair price. So just a little bit of detail on that. So let us know what you think. It's only been a couple days live and we made several tweaks to it. We want your feedback. We're trying to make the site as high quality as we can for both buyers and sellers. We don't want to alienate anybody. We've been listening to your feedback. We want to continue to make this a great experience, so keep giving us the feedback, and we're working very, very hard on making the site what we've been dreaming that it could be. Keep a close eye as we add more features. I'll try to do more updates. So much stuff is happening. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video, and I hope you enjoy the new features.